So yesterday, they tried to come in my house. I figured they thought that Owen's funeral was going on in Omaha, so I must be in Omaha. They didn't realize I was home. And it was just weird that I was doing a video at the exact same time. Caught the shit. And people say someone texted me or left a message on my YouTube comments and said, dude, you have to call the police. You have to call the police. I have called the police repeatedly, over and over and over. I did a video outside and then made this video because I had not even uploaded the video where I was naming names when my sheriff's department showed up. The windows on this side, that's my house. The apartment building is right there. We're divided by a fucking alleyway. And the cops know. Fuck, I have an hour and a half recording in my living room where I was talking to then Harlan Chief of Police, Derek Yamada, about everything that was going on. But he was in my living room and there was a camera right above my head, aimed right at him. He sat where he sat and we had a conversation. The cops know. They've always known. You want to know what happened after that whole situation? Because it wasn't just Yamada sitting in my living room for an hour and a half being recorded, but then they sent a female police officer over, and then the very individual I was fucking bitching about showed up at my door right after that. They were trying to get a fucking protection order out on me because the idiot that I was complaining with lives right beside me and right beside my sister 15 miles away. And one of them that's connected to all of this is connected to the ex-chief of police that retired before Yamada, who was known as the town's biggest goddamn drug dealer. And they're right next to me. And I've gone to the cops repeatedly. When I did a video saying that I named names, they showed up to fucking intimidate me. And they're doing everything they can to discredit me. That Thomas idiot, who did not have a gun to his head when he sent me $20 payments that equaled a little over $100. But he acts like he was victimized by it. But because they want to discredit me. Same thing with this shit. I just took this screenshot just 5 minutes ago. This $400 thing is still pending. I can't send the shit back to him until I get it. But I don't think it's ever going to come through. Because it was all trying to equate me. Oh, David's taking fucking donations from Nazis. So he must not be, that upset about fucking Nazis. Same thing with Thomas. Thomas did not have a gun. He sent me a little over $100. It might have been $120. I never asked him for any money. In fact, I told him it was going to look bad if people found out because at the time I was trying to help him. But notice what he's doing about that whole $100. And that dregs of YouTube too. Let me put the comment that I made. Let me just remind everyone of the conversation right before he blocked me. I never fucking denied anything. But this is the conversation I had with the dregs of YouTube, dude. Notice how it's this huge thing. And we're talking, I think it's like $115. But it's no more than $120. And it was in $20 increments in a 3-week period. And so this was the end of the conversation. Notice that it's the same fucking thing with this Nazi dude. They were using donations to try and fuck me up. And so this is how I responded. This is the reason why it's hard for me to actually care what people think. Because someone told me, well, he looks like he's supporting you. No, he's not. He's not. Thomas is not supporting me. Fucking Dregs of YouTube 2 is working with Thomas, and Thomas is involved with this child trafficking bullshit. That's what I think. And Doug had found this video before even I did. It hadn't even been up. It had just gone up. And Doug was commenting on it. Because they're all working together. Either together or as controlled opposition. And it was this comment that got that Dregs of YouTube 2 to block me. So now they're all having this big long conversation about me, but I can't comment or defend myself at all. But you're right. They're very fucking supportive. They just love me. You know? I guess, if that's what you think. They realize that all of you are going to say that you care. When asked, you're going to say you care. But you don't do shit. And they know that. And they're dependent on it. And because of people's cognitive dissonance, every single person who has come forward to try and expose this, they do the same thing to. Max Spears is a drug addict. Lori King had psychological problems. Isaac was a fucking liar who was just looking for publicity because of his bad career. All the shit that they say about me. It's the same fucking thing. And you want to know why they do it? Because it always fucking works. Which says more about all of you than it does them. I don't know what to say anymore. You know? I don't know what to say anymore. What the fuck do you say? Except, God help your children and your grandchildren and their children. Because this is only going to get exponentially worse. It is. And no one is going to do a fucking thing about it. And you're just all willing to be led by the nose anywhere they want to fucking lead you. And you're all puffed up thinking you're fucking original, and you're being led by wolves. So you get what you fucking get, and unfortunately that goes true for your kids too. But I can't go to my goddamn cops. They got rid of the Harlan Police Department after all the shit went down with me. There is no Harlan Police Department anymore. It's all Neil. And let me tell you, that motherfucker has known what was going on from the very beginning when I moved to Erlin. But look at what he did around that fucking gas station explosion. He just lied and lied and lied and lied, and nobody gives a fuck. You know? Shit. Why did I even fucking bother? That's the question for today.